As we wind down 2020, we're spotlighting companies who've done particularly well this year and crossed into so-called unicorn valuation territory above $1 billion. Our next member of the $1 billion club, plus club, is Uncork, one of those words without a U. Not many of those around. Quantus. Quantus never crashed. It's a 3-year-old no-code software platform that's helping clients like Liberty Mutual, the City of New York, and Goldman Sachs build custom software without writing a single line of code. Join us now, Gary Koberman, founder and CEO of Uncork, and Layla Sturdy, general partner at Alphabet's independent growth fund, Capital G, and one of Uncork's investors. Layla sits on Uncork's board as well as on the boards of fellow tech unicorns Duolingo and UiPath. Gary, so all this code I've been learning in my spare time, you don't need me.
No, we actually will make you even more effective, Joe. And Joe, thank you for having us on. It's a pleasure to be here. And the Q and the C spelling Uncork correctly, we just couldn't afford to actually buy the real domain. It was about $500,000, and of course we self-funded the company. But Joe, as you know, software is all around every industry. It's critically important more now than ever in every sector, in every location. And 2020 has shown us that being digital is no longer an accessory. It's a necessity to survive. And when you look around, you'll see amazing technologies that have improved our lives, like infrastructure and cloud computing. You'll see security, you'll see analytics, analyzing that data. But the reality is, for the last 30 years, there's been no improvement in the way we actually create the software that runs on that infrastructure and creates that data that's being analyzed by all these machine learning technologies. And as a Fortune 50 CIO, for the last 20 years or so, I was a managing director at Citi building their infrastructure and trading and markets. And I was also a managing EVP CIO at MetLife, managing 10,000 developers creating that code. And that's the old way. The traditional way, Joe, that if you learn today how to create code and what code is, for those who don't know, it's basically like learning ancient Greek. It's a language. You have to learn it. You have to master it. It takes 10,000 hours to become proficient at it. And that language itself is legacy the second it's written and created. So we're spending $500 billion every year in enterprise technology, creating what looks like ancient Greek. And in reality, it's not working. So Uncork is the new way to create software. So we are able to create the most complex enterprise-grade, secure, compliant software with nothing more than visual drag and drop, which I could easily teach you and show you myself. And it's something which we are revolutionizing the way software is being written and created that runs on that infrastructure and is analyzed by that data and security. We are, when you look at our numbers, it speaks for ourselves. So we were founded in 2017, and we're worth over $2 billion just a few years later, really based on success with our clients.
I'm totally
empowering them
sold.
to succeed.
You had me at hello. Yeah, you had me at hello with.
Could I register you in our training, Joe?
Yeah,
we could do it right now.
It's the non-training that I like. Layla, how did this get on your radar, and when did you realize the potential, and how long have you known Gary, et cetera?
So Capital G led our investment in Uncork at the end of 2019. We led the Series B, and I joined the board then. And I had been spending a lot of time studying no-code software prior to that because of some of the things that Gary spoke about. So the demand for digital transformation is at an all-time high. Inside of many companies, you see the development pipeline of the software that they need to build to serve their customers on the front end, to power the back end. And there's just no way for them to get through that development platform. So they need a better way. And so I studied a lot of the different no-code platforms out there. And when I met Gary, I immediately knew he was the type of entrepreneur I wanted to work with. He has this deep understanding of the customer pain point from his years working at these Fortune 50 companies. And he understands how software is built inside of those enterprises, but he also understood there needs to be a better and faster way to do it. And that was exactly what Uncork has provided. So Uncork is a no-code platform that many different users can create the software that has the scale, that's secure, that has the features to build these mission critical applications, but they can do it much faster and much better. So when I spoke to the customers at Uncork prior to our investment, I found customers that were thrilled with the results and were ready to build their second, third, fourth, fifth application. And I knew this was the type of team and company I wanted to work with.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.